Alright, I got my Arctic air on. It's gonna be a little buzz. I'm sorry. It's hot. It's hot in Detroit. I don't even know what the weather is. I'm pretty sure that the D ain't get hit with 54. It got hit with like shit. It feel like 100 out there to be honest. It's hot. It's 87 right now. It's hot. It's gonna be 90 Tuesday, 91 Wednesday, 87 Thursday, 84 Friday, 89 Saturday. It's gonna rain 89 Sunday. See your hood weather forecast of Motor City Sports Talk. We do everything. But let's talk about it. I appreciate everybody for tapping in, sharing the videos. And apparently one of my guys, my subs, Alex, he sent me, I ain't gonna say a personal name, but he said he from Jackson. Shout out to Jackson, Michigan. I was there a couple months ago while I rode through there. And he sent this to me, and it was a rumor going around that he sent this to me. Shout out to Alex, that's my guy. He said Pistons expected looking to dump in Sekou Doumbouya. All right, so I mean, at the same time, good. I mean, a lot of people think it's good, but at the same time, I honestly think, bro, I honestly think that if you talking about opportunity, if he had a better opportunity, he way more talented than Killian. He's a good defender. He can be just as good as defender as him. And they about the same age. He'd be 21 at the end of this year. Killian be 21 next year, I believe. So he's just as good as a defender. He just didn't get opportunity. And you know what? I blame him for not developing. I don't blame Stefanowski. I don't blame Tom Gores for him not succeeding in the National Basketball League. It's because opportunity. You sit here, think about this, right? When was he drafted? Let's talk about when was Sekou Doumbouya drafted. I want to sit here and have a conversation. Let's talk about basketball. He was drafted in the 2019 draft, right? And remember, it was rumors that they was hoping that Darius Bazley had failed to them, and then they traded that pick that was Kevin Porter Jr. Like I said before, Detroit teams like to take stupid ass chances on injured players, right? When they easily could have drafted Kevin Porter Jr. just figured it out, right? You had a veteran locker room. You had Drummond, you had Blake, you had all of them. You had a veteran locker room. But when you look at the rest of that draft behind him, it's nothing that's make you go, all right. Other than Darius Bazley, which they should have just picked Darius Bazley off rip. There's nothing right now than the Kevin Porter Jr. You understand when they draft him? It's nothing that make you go. Had they picked Beasley, do you understand the progression where they would have been at? And Beasley, remember, he was the kid that failed because, Rich Paul had him take that $1 million New Balance internship, and he skipped out. But maybe they would have fucked up Beasley too, right? But Beasley is 6'8". He's 20 years old, so he probably gonna grow into the front. He probably gonna end up being a power forward in this league, right? But at the end of the day, it probably didn't matter who they picked at that point. Because Nickeil Alexander-Walker is a great player too. It probably didn't matter who they picked at that point because guess what? They was going to sit on the shelf. You sit here, you draft a kid that's 20. And maybe Bazley had more confidence being an American. I think he was out of Ohio too. And he had probably had more confidence being an American and then not having really being a culture shock. Just the only culture shock really in the NBA is actually the role life. And I just think the Pistons have a long history of marinating young talent and not letting them play, and they develop elsewhere. You develop them, and they pop elsewhere. And with Doumbouya, my thing is he dribble better than Killian, he shoot better than Killian, he just as good as a defender as Killian. Why did he get that opportunity? And really, when you look at it, in 2019 they took him, right? You go 4-20. They had 3 draft picks. They had Killian, Stewart, and Bay. And don't forget the year prior they did draft Savitas. I'm about to say Arvydas Sabonis. They did draft Savitas. So right then and there, okay, you bring in Bay. Ain't nobody knew they was gonna get Bay. Right? I think free agency was after the draft. I don't know. But let's say nobody knew they was gonna get Grant, Bay, and then he got buried. No G League to go with. So they got Grant and Bay. And that pushed them. And on top of that, you bring in Josh Jackson, they push him back again. So you're talking about a kid dealing with that. Dealing with, you see Killian come in and play. you dealing with that was tough for him. It was really, really tough for him, man, dealing with that, man. And they did it to him. They buried him on the bench. They didn't believe him. They should have believed in him. But you look at it, they backwards. They believe in Killian. He don't have as many skills as he don't have the skills that he doesn't have the skills that Doumbouya had. And Alex sent me a picture of Killian doing it in practice, and he catching and shooting in practice. But guess what? Ben Simmons shoot threes in practice. Ben Simmons that dude in practice, right? But when it comes to the real game, it don't matter. And even when they kind of doing the contact drill, he go to the corner, he go to the wing and catch a shoot. Even when he catch a shoot, it's slow. And then he go playing one-on-one versus some bystander, and he go to the rim, take contact. He just looks soft. Like I don't understand how this guy continues to get shots, but Doumbouya. But you know why? I'm about to answer my own question. That's kind of weird. But you want to know why he can continue to get these shots? It's simply because they picked him. They picked him. That's it. Had they picked Doumbouya, they probably would have gave Doumbouya the same opportunity. People like how I think sports is. I think it's as simple as going on the court playing. But you gotta remember, it's just like any other 9 to 5. It's like any other 9 to 5. You like, what that mean? Any other 9 to 5 is you got social motherfuckers, you got guys that you don't get along with, you got guys at work that's outspoken, they ain't gonna let the company fuck them over, and they move down the totem pole and they don't like them because they speak their mind. Same thing in the locker room. It's favorites. If you pick the certain guy, you're gonna have favoritisms. You're gonna have favoritism for that certain guy. You're gonna have favoritisms. That's point blank serious. You're gonna have favoritisms. You're gonna have favors, and you're gonna have favors, bro. And that's what's going on. They got favorites, and they didn't want to get that brother a chance because they didn't pick him. You clearly see he's a better player than Killian Hayes all around, but they picked Killian Hayes. And that's why they like him, because they picked him. He they got. Anybody with a brain seen that he shouldn't have been starting last year. Anybody with a brain, but at the same time, for Sekou Doumbouya, that's how young talent. That's how they wrecked Darko Milicic. Send him on the bench, and guess what? He lost confidence. That's like leaving your car over the winter time and expecting it to start up in the summer. It's not. Especially if it's an older car, it's not. But, that's the name of the game, and quite frankly, that's on them. But what you get in return from them? Not much. You might get a second round draft pick for him. You might. But then again, obviously a lot of people gonna say they should have took Darius Bazley in hindsight. But then again, Bazley the Pistons don't believe in playing young players. Even when they started to lose, the only reason they played Stewart and Bay last year is because they had injuries and they had to trade Blake Griffin. They ain't play by design. They were sitting on the bench all after the season. The Pistons got this old mentality of 1970s, 80s, and 90s of young guys having to sit and at the end of the day, you got to throw these guys up out there. You got to throw these guys out there and and let them learn on the job. It's not like you got to just, it ain't like it used to be. This ain't the 80s no more, bro. But they still got that same mentality. Dwayne Casey supposed to be some type of young player whisperer. And it ain't happening. And like I said before, they failed Doumbouya. They failed, and this is where you talk about organizations failing players. This is exactly what Draymond Green talk about. This is organizations failing players. And they failed Doumbouya. And they play Killian, you look like, what the fuck are they doing? But you do got to understand that there's a log jam in front of Doumbouya, but also They sit here and get Killian every chance. You know, the worst thing that you can do in this league is not admit when you're wrong and not try to right your wrong. And they not trying to right their wrong. They were wrong on Killian Hayes. No matter how much they play this record, no, if he's 19, 20, he can't play. No, that's the naked butt naked truth. The butt naked truth is he can't play. Let's keep it about 1,000 wild. He right now he can't dribble, do nothing. But the reason why he able to have stability and Doumbouya can't, because they picked him. They picked him, so it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the advertisement channel, video request, chop it up, whatever it may be. All my social media links there. You want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate, thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Peace.